Dangera City is a small city in Katlan Province, Tajikistan. Masuma and her mother live in the suburbs of this city. Since her father passed away, the economic burden of the family has fallen entirely on her shoulders. Life changed in 2018. That year, Masuma participated in a job skills training organized by a Chinese enterprise. Under the patient guidance of Chinese mentors, she quickly mastered all the required skills. In less than 6 months, she became a worker at the Dangera Textile Industrial Park.
When I first came to the textile park, I wasn't comfortable. It was too noisy. And learning was difficult. It was the Chinese mentors who taught me the skills hands-on. Now my dream is for my family to be healthy.
Located in the suburbs of Dangera, the new Silk Road Textile Industrial Park was invested in and built by Zhongtai Group from Xinjiang, China, from factory design to production equipment. Everything here is state-of-the-art, which has elevated Tajikistan's textile equipment standards by a full 30 years. Among the 453 employees in the Textile Industrial Park, 420 are Tajik nationals, making up the vast majority. This has not only solved employment problems for some local residents, but also made Dangera more prosperous. Positioned in the Belt and Road Core area and as China's bridgehead for westward opening, Xinjiang is continuously expanding spaces for exchange and cooperation, releasing the potential and vitality of practical cooperation, and forging a path of mutual benefits and win-win outcomes. Kutaisi City, Georgia's second-largest city, and a culturally ancient city, bears witness to Georgia's glorious history. The Free Industrial Zone operated by Hualing Group from Xinjiang, China, is located in this city. It brings together numerous timber, stone, and hardware factories from Central Asia, West Asia, and Southeast Europe. The site where the Free Industrial Zone now stands was originally an old automobile factory dating back to the Soviet era. In 2012, Hualing Group from Xinjiang, China, invested funds to transform the long-abandoned car factory into an industrial park. Nusabids, a senior executive at the Hualing Free Industrial Zone, has personally witnessed the industrial park's growth.
Georgia has positive economic and tax systems, and national policies supporting business. And our company is one of the typical examples, supporting Chinese investment. As early as 2009, a memorandum was signed. Our company signed an investment agreement with the government of Kutaisi City. Since then, we began large-scale investment in the former car factory in Kutaisi. The site was transferred to Hualing Group, under a franchise and with government support.
In October 2015, the Hualing Free Industrial Zone was completed and began operations. It was designated by the Georgian government as the country's Free Industrial Zone. The locational advantage near the Black Sea ports has promoted the substantial development of the Hualing Free Industrial Zone, becoming a base for many small and medium enterprises to enter the markets of Central Asia and even Europe. While investing and constructing the Free Industrial Zone in Kutaisi, Xinjiang Hualing Group successfully executed a classic example of a Chinese enterprise's overseas investment and financing in the financial sector. In June 2012, Hualing Group acquired 90% of the shares in Basis Bank of Georgia. Subsequently, Basis Bank became the only bank in Georgia capable of conducting business settlements in RMB. Leveraging this unique advantage of RMB settlement, Basis Bank provides financial support for bilateral economic and trade cooperation between China and Georgia.
Our financial institution is to some extent a financial bridge and medium between China and Georgia. Georgia has many Chinese enterprises, and most importantly, their numbers are increasing year by year. Today, our bank has approximately 100 Chinese corporate clients. We provide services to them. These companies are involved in construction, trade, and services.
Since Chinese enterprises took control of Basis Bank, China-Georgia economic and trade cooperation has been continuously deepening. On January 1, 2018, the China-Georgia Free Trade Agreement officially came into effect, which has brought enormous opportunities and momentum to bilateral economic and trade cooperation. China subsequently became Georgia's third-largest trading partner. Leveraging the abundant opportunities brought by the joint construction of the Belt and Road, over more than 10 years, Basis Bank has achieved rapid development. Assets and deposits grew 20-fold.
Not only did assets increase, but the credit portfolio also grew by 33 times. Profitability significantly improved. We have attracted many new customers. Through Hualing Group, we can also enter the Asian market to find partners. Among them, we established a correspondent banking relationship with the Bank of China. This helps deepen cooperation between Georgian and Chinese enterprises.
Accompanying the continuous advancement of China-Georgia economic and trade cooperation, Hualing Group has also invested and constructed the Hualing International Special Economic Zone in Tbilisi, the capital of Georgia. In the South Caucasus and Black Sea region, Hualing International Economic Zone is considered the largest and most advanced modern commercial city that integrates market areas, warehousing zones, bonded areas, residential areas and hotels. The main market building in the Hualing Special Economic Zone has 5 floors, with a building area of 120,000 square meters. It gathers merchants from Central Asia, West Asia, and European countries and showcases specialties and goods from around the world. Miriam works as a shopping guide in a supermarket here.
Hello. What would you like to buy? Mi House is the largest supermarket in the South Caucasus, and everything is in one space. It's very comfortable and convenient. All the shops are nearby. And I think shopping in such a place would be comfortable for everyone.
The market area of the Hualing International Special Economic Zone began operations in September 2017. At that time, Miriam and her family still lived in the old district of Tbilisi. In 2019, Miriam chanced upon an advertisement for the Hualing Economic Zone on a bus, and decided to seek job opportunities here. After finding a satisfying job, she bought an apartment in the economic zone through installment payments and moved there with her whole family. For Miriam, the Hualing Special Economic Zone has brought many changes to her personal life. The Hualing International Special Economic Zone not only changes the lives of many ordinary Tbilisi citizens like Miriam, but also generates tremendous economic effects. It will accelerate the formation of the Black Sea International Trade Circle, and has built an excellent platform for Chinese enterprises to develop in Georgia and radiate into the European market.
The 2 parks provide convenience for Chinese enterprises and tourists, making them feel comfortable and at ease, and helping them go further into Europe.
The continuously deepening practical cooperation, while fostering shared development, also strengthens mutual friendship and emotional bonds. Supporting each enterprise venturing overseas, and polishing its brand internationally, Xinjiang nurtures regional ties and broadens along the Belt and Road. Steadily implements the Going Global, bringing in strategy, continuously improves trade and investment facilitation, and firmly embeds itself in global industrial chains. From France's Loire Valley to the northern foothills of China's Tian Shan Mountains, Fred Nalo has taken root in Xinjiang for over 20 years. He utilizes his expertise to produce Chinese wines that rival the world's best. In the summer of 2000, invited by a Chinese wine company, winemaker Nalo visited Xinjiang, China. He found the northern Tian Shan foothills ideal in climate and soil, possessed unique potential for producing premium wines. Thus, he accepted the offer to cooperate with the Chinese company and immersed himself in the Manus vineyards to begin his career journey in China.
This year, the grape coloring just finished a few days ago.
I think if the weather is great in late August and early September, it will progress very quickly.
He and his technical team carefully evaluate the maturity of grapes in each plot to determine the optimal harvest date. For the oak barrel cellar, he strictly controls the aging conditions. Nalo's long-term persistence and efforts have enabled wines made from grapes grown in the northern foothills of the Tian Shan Mountains to win hundreds of awards in domestic and international wine competitions and gain unanimous praise and recognition.
The taste is very unique.
It is produced near our raw tree.
In Nalo's view, wine is a universal language that can be tasted, and the Chinese wines he helps produce build a bridge of friendship, cooperation and culture. An increasingly open Xinjiang is becoming a hot spot for investment and business, and attracting a growing number of international talents, multinational enterprises and capital. As of the end of June 2024, foreign invested enterprises registered in Xinjiang increased by 10.81% compared to the same period in 2023. On May 25, 2024, the 24th Xinjiang Agricultural Machinery Expo opened at the Xinjiang International Convention and Exhibition Center. The expo showcased over 8,000 agricultural machinery products and highlighted new productivity developments in the agricultural machinery field. Among them, the Boscheren large cotton picker attracted the attention and favor of many domestic and foreign buyers. Boscheren is a local brand in Xinjiang. The cotton pickers under this brand boast high levels of automation and intelligence, achieving a cotton picking rate of 98%, with fiber damage comparable to that of hand picking. Boscheren brand cotton pickers are not only popular in the domestic market but also well received in Central Asian countries, with the help of mechanized, automated and intelligent agricultural equipment. Xinjiang is promoting smart agriculture to take root and flourish along the Silk Road economic belt. Kazakhstan's customs officer passes through the port to arrive at the Horgoz metering station of the Central Asia gas pipeline. His task is to verify the gas flow data. According to the China-Kazakhstan agreement, at 3 p.m. monthly, staff from both sides gather at the metering station to verify the previous month's gas flow data. The China Central Asia gas pipeline is currently the world's longest natural gas artery. It starts from the heart of the Karakum Desert, crosses the mighty Tian Shan Mountains, and connects with the west to East China Pipeline 2. After a long journey of over 7,000 kilometers, it finally reaches the brilliant Hong Kong, injecting momentum into the city's economic development. not just in natural gas, but also in power transmission and transformation equipment, renewable energy and other fields. Xinjiang continues to deepen practical cooperation with Belt and Road Initiative countries, and effectively promotes project implementation. As a leading enterprise in China's wind power industry, Goldwind Sci-Tech ranked first in China's wind power market for 13 years in a row, and among the top 3 global wind power equipment manufacturers for 9 years in a row. Its wind turbines exported overseas account for over 50% of China's total wind power unit exports. Goldwind's wind power generators are transported overseas via both land and sea, generating over 275 billion kilowatt-hours of green power annually for the planet, equivalent to reducing 228 million tons of carbon dioxide emissions or creating 125 million cubic meters of forest. By focusing on urban transformation and development, since 2005, Xinjiang's Karamay City in Houston, USA, conducted exchanges in green energy, medical services, etc. In September 2013, Karamay City joined the World Energy Cities Partnership, whose secretariat is headquartered in Houston, Texas, USA, becoming a member city of this international organization. Since joining the World Energy Cities Partnership, Karamay City has conducted extensive exchanges and cooperation with the organization's 18 member cities in energy technology, green low-carbon development and urban transformation. Through exchange and mutual learning, Karamay is vigorously developing new energy industries represented by hydrogen energy. Through unremitting efforts to build the hydrogen capital of Western China, it aims to promote industrial restructuring and urban iterative transformation. By deepening and solidifying production capacity cooperation, mutually beneficial achievements and results will offer people a vision of a path of hope and brightness, a path towards common development and prosperity.
Xinjiang has made a mark is developing solar technology and deployment at very large scale, the PV technology or panels. This is an area where our government has brought a lot of focus on, and we are keen to learn from China and then also encourage Chinese companies to invest in this very promising renewable energy sector in Pakistan.
The Sarez Lake Dam Deformation Monitoring Center is located in Dushanbe, the capital of Tajikistan. Sarez Lake, located in the Pamir region of eastern Tajikistan, at an altitude of 3,263 meters, is the world's highest natural barrier lake. It is like a huge bowl containing nearly 17 billion cubic meters of water. If this bowl deforms or develops cracks, the rushing flood waters would pour down and bring unimaginable disaster. Xinjiang Institute of Ecology and Geography, with the National Time Service Center, opted to use Beidou's far-seeing eye to monitor and protect the Sarez Lake Dam. Chinese institutions first developed system software and hardware. Before the rainy and snowy season arrived, they transported the monitoring equipment to the lake dam and installed it in place. On October 8, 2021, monitoring signals from China's Beidou system were transmitted out of Sarez Lake. Since that day, the monitoring system has been operating continuously and stably, enabling precise monitoring and scientific early warning of potential ecological disasters. Deepening industrial and technological cooperation in ecology, enhancing the green development capabilities of developing countries, and achieving stronger, greener and healthier global sustainable development is a shared dream and a shared responsibility worldwide. Chinese researchers and enterprises from Xinjiang continuously expand the fields and spaces of international cooperation in ecology and strive to turn the Green Silk Road from a dream to reality.
that, for instance, I'm talking about economic growth, that there is an understanding that this economic growth should not be pursued for the sake of the economic growth, but this economic growth should be sustainable one. And that's what China now demonstrates with this attention to sustainability, to climate change, to digitalization, to the concerns with the environment. And that also, of course, helps other countries, to follow this path.
Mozambique, located in southeastern Africa, is under the influence of a tropical savanna climate. It experiences rainy and dry seasons each year. During the dry season, the arid and rainless weather can persist for 6 months, leaving vast expanses of farmland idle. An enterprise from Xinjiang, China, is trying to change this situation, and striving to introduce China's water-saving irrigation technology and efficient tomato cultivation technology to this land.
We are looking forward to work more with China as a whole, and Xinjiang in particular, taking into account their expertise on the water irrigation. Why I'm saying that is that, Africa needs to develop, to modernize the agriculture. That can be done through irrigation and through mechanization. And so for Xinjiang can play a very crucial role on that.
Xinjiang Tianye is an enterprise in Shihizi City, Xinjiang, with strong capabilities and advantages in water-saving irrigation technology and its application.
The plot next to us is an experimental field for cotton with film mulching and drip irrigation. Thanks to years of effort, our water and fertilizer integration technology has increased our cotton yield from 150 kilos to 300 kilos, and now to 450 kilograms per 667 square meters, achieving a substantial improvement. Also, thanks to our efforts, this technology has been exported to Belt and Road countries, including the 5 Central Asian countries and parts of Africa.
In 2020, Xinjiang Tianye brought technology and equipment to Mozambique. In Mozambique, technical personnel successively built 3 demonstration bases, with a total area of over 24 hectares. The demonstration bases combine improved local tomato varieties with water-saving irrigation and water fertilizer integration to develop an integrated drip irrigation system, suitable for efficient rotation in dry and rainy seasons. Technical advantages quickly transformed into real results. As the demonstration bases achieved bumper tomato harvests, the increased yield per hectare helped growers achieve an income increase equivalent to over 30,000 yuan. As China's drip irrigation water-saving technology begins to spread across the African continent, oases are growing tenaciously in the desert, helping Africa realize its dream of building a Great Green Wall. Africa, severely affected by desertification, under the African Union's leadership, launched the Great Green Wall program that plans to plant a wall of trees along the southern edge of the Sahara Desert crossing the African continent to stop its expansion. To build the Great Green Wall, they turned their eyes to China and found technological peers in Xinjiang, China, to work with.
In 2005, an enterprise in Shanghai reached out to me, inquiring if our desert highway construction technology could be utilized in collaboration with them in Libya. Later, we learned that the Libyan government had discovered through the internet that China had built a Great Green Wall in the Taklamakan Desert, and this technology they believed would be very helpful for Libya. Later, the United Nations Environment Program also noticed our work in Xinjiang. Hearing about our journey to Africa, they acted as intermediaries to connect us with the Pan-African Great Green Wall Organization. It's called the Pan-African Great Green Wall Organization.
After arriving on the African continent, they applied China's technical advantages and management models for desertification control in a more localized manner. In the construction of Africa's Great Green Wall. Since 2017, Chinese researchers have built multiple test demonstration zones in Mauritania and Nigeria. In Ethiopia, the fenced conservation demonstration zone covers over 200 hectares. These demonstration zones prevent land desertification, protect agricultural land, and effectively maintain local food security in Africa.
We always collaborated with China and such institutions for food security. This kind of cooperation is very important for Nigeria. And China is helping not only Nigeria but all the African countries to achieve food security.
Sand control experts from Xinjiang, China, work together with their African counterparts to stop desert expansion and add greenery to the world. Economic, trade, industrial, energy and ecological cooperation form a comprehensive, multidimensional practical collaboration that promotes the world's interconnection and close linkage, and the formation of a community with a shared future for humanity. Mutual benefits and win-win outcomes resonate in harmony, as Xinjiang and the world share opportunities, pursue development together, foster prosperity and jointly build a brighter future.